It's a standard day in the park when you see your friend the Hoffer sitting on a park bench. Kind of creepily, he seems to just be staring at a woman as she walks past. Hey, I didn't see you there. You glance at the woman he was staring at. Yeah, I noticed you were distracted. He looks at you confused for a moment. Huh? Oh, no, my dad just says that I'm people watching. I wasn't leering. You can't know people without watching them, that's all. So does all your dad's advice make you look like a stalker? Almost exclusively, yes. He only cares about 3 things. His success, my success, and then his success again. He's good at what he does, though, so, you know, sometimes I try. I'm going to need your help with my re-election soon. Do you actually need any help? No, but I'll be making posters in the cafeteria soon. I'll hit you up. So you're just going to sit around people watching. At least for now. It's not so bad. Mind if I join you? I guess not. He makes room for you on the bench. Not much else is said, as for a while the 2 of you watch people walk by. The moment you come through the door. Alright, hotshot, you're in a room and there are no light sources. You have 1 match. 1. Which do you light first? The newspaper on the table, the camping lamp, the candle on the dresser, or the fireplace? The newspaper? You fool! No, you light the match! Ha! Cute. It may seem like a simple brain teaser, but stuff like this is important. You gotta stay sharp, kiddo. The point is, never assume any part of a question is fair. Always look at all the angles. New location, Ghostwater Walk Park. That's an interesting name for a walk park. New expectation, raise your memory. The brain may not be a muscle, but you also need to train it if you want it to work well. Too late for me! Hey, we got memory from watching cartoons. Let's get 2 memory points of cartoons. Then we can schedule the rest of our day. Oh god, there's so many things. Let's go to skills here. That way it's easier to find. So we can learn. So these are side skills. I don't think that'll have anything to do with the class. So let's do fractions and decimals, and then go back to entertainment and listen to music. Look at us, we're a fraction master. Oh, we've almost mastered listening to music and walking at the same time. The Hoffer has half a dozen posters laid out in the cafeteria. Okay, thanks for coming. So, what do you think so far? My sister helped with these. Written on them is the slogan you suggested. Hey, you used my slogan. I used the re-election committee slogan. There's no ownership in the pitch room. It was a bowling alley. Wherever the committee meets is the pitch room. Anyways, I'm thinking we just make a few more like this. Making posters isn't difficult or anything, mostly just busy work. Ask about his sister. So, you have a sister? Anne, yeah, she's the best. She's like 8 now? Or 9? You should have seen her the other night. She ran around with a pillowcase over her head saying she was an egg. I guess you had to be there, but it was hilarious. Kind of made me think a politician dressing as an egg would be really funny. Not sure I follow. Their slogan could be the one good egg. You let out a scoff to show that you think it's lame. You just don't see the genius that lurks inside my political brain. I can see something in that pea brain of yours. The P is for political, of course. Of course. You two finish up the posters in quick order. Thanks, this should do it. Make sure to vote for me. Will you need it? I don't think so. So do whatever you want. I will. To the surprise of no one, he wins another term as class president. Mostly because he ran unopposed this time. New skills, taking measurements, meat dishes, basketball. Is that everything? That was my first time getting every node on a thing lit up. Sweet. So let's get our knowledge points up. Memory, next map. And And let's get the charm, memory, increase action points. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Big money, big money, big money. Charm. So our imagination is finally above 1,000. Memory is our highest stat at 2359. The ones you can't see are intelligence 1940, empathy 1526, and possibly physique 1639. We can get money for working as the coach's assistant when we're 12 years old. Sure, why not? Let's go back to tutoring's too many action points. Go to the cafeteria, make sure we're happy, and stock up on food. Go ahead and learn ancient civilizations since it's lower on knowledge cost. Let's go home. Don't you feel like we've grown distant lately? We used to do so many things together when you were younger. I have my own life now. Only kids play with their parents. I have my own life now. What, am I too uncool for you? It's not that, I'm just so busy with school and other things. Well, that's just life, there's always something to do. But that doesn't mean you can just give up on your relationships. Instead, you move things around and try to squeeze out any time you can. How about we do something this Saturday? New expectation, perform meat dishes 10 times. We don't spend enough time together, we should fix that. Well, I was gonna do meat dishes anyway, so I guess I'm cooking with my mom? Okay. Alright, so we haven't done computer science or science pretty much at all. Mathematics, I'm about halfway through. I haven't started whatever this is, or this. Creative writing. Creative writing brainstorming. Can I buy that skill? No, it won't let me buy it. Maybe it's too late in my life to learn how to creative write. Or I have to visit someplace that I haven't been yet. 25 action points. Now let's try a blanket fort. I've actually never tried to make a blanket fort in my entire life. It seems so fun. Watch some cartoons for happiness. Get back to our schedule. Skills. Let's learn. Well, let's do... meat dishes, and then we'll get 2 points in understanding gravity. I still do want to do fabrics, but some of these life basics I do want to learn. Even I understand that things are pulled to the Earth's ground thing. Oh shit, set the whole town on fire. Yeah, I don't know what she's doing with that meat, but she's doing it. I mean, I would say if she dodges that apple, even if it is by falling asleep, that she's understanding gravity. The day of the school play comes and goes. Richard was right, you can't even hear him in the chorus. He's blushing throughout the whole thing. At one point, you think you do hear his voice crack and someone in the audience laugh. After it's over, a lot of kids end up milling around in the cafeteria. Richard is sitting by himself. He nods his head at you as you come over. Hey, he says it dejectedly. You were great. Liar, you couldn't even hear me. I don't think I'm cut out for performing. Do you want to be a performer? I don't know, I mean, maybe? I want to make music, yeah. But I don't know. Thanks for coming, though. Really. Of course. Richard smiles, and it's clear he meant what he said. New skills available. Science periodic table. Cooking fish dishes. History medieval times. The Orpheus Theater has been unlocked. We could learn basketball. Classic literature. algebra. Classic literature first. And algebra. Oh, I had plenty of knowledge points. We need happiness points. The Hoffer invited you out to his victory party, a standard action film with friends. The bad guy loses, the good guy wins and gets the girl, and everyone cheers. It isn't until after the film you realize that you are literally the only girl in the group. Hey, thanks for coming. I don't think I could have done this without you. You've made it pretty clear that you think you could have won doing nothing. I'm trying to be gregarious here. I don't know what that word means. Me either. My dad uses it a lot, though. You should look it up sometime then. Probably, huh? People start splitting off, going home, or making plans to hang out after. Then Hoffer asks you a question. It comes out of left field. Though you notice that the Hoffer made sure no one else was in earshot when he asked. You ever get scared thinking about high school? You give a non-committal shrug. Well, it terrifies me. It's another step in this weird ladder meant to prepare us for real life. Real life scares me, so being closer to it scares me even more. I don't know, I think that's just kind of one of those myths. Life is life. This is life. So is high school, and after. You don't have to be scared, you just have to live it. I think that's what scares me. Still, if I have friends like you there, it won't be so bad, right? Right. The rest of his friends join back up. Half an hour is spent in the arcade, and then everyone goes home. And then you went back to the arcade. Where is it? We got board games we can learn. I'm good with learning board games, because that's getting our happiness points up. Okay, we've only got 5 action points left. Oh, what's this? Computer science, computer literacy. Let's learn that. We're 12. We should frickin' know that already. Let's learn medieval times. Okay, so let's do some skills. We can finish gravity. Whoop. And we'll do some meat dishes. I need to do something for work. I'm just doing the meat dishes to try and meet the hang out with parents requirement. I don't know how many days I have left on it, so I might get yelled at. Middle school is slowly coming to an end. Soon you and Richard will graduate and go to high school. One day during lunch, Richard wants to talk. He walks you out to the sports field, but instead of talking, he just sits there silently. Richard? Do you think I could make it? Make it? What do you mean? As a musician. I honestly don't know. The real question isn't if I think you can. Do you think you can? I don't know either. I hear all this music in my head and I've been messing around with what I can. But there's this music in my head and I don't know if I can get it out and into the world, or if anyone will like it. I don't want to perform. I don't want to stand up in front of people. Being in front of people make me feel bad. I hate when they look at me. I hate when they laugh. I just hate it all. Their gaze makes me feel like I'm going to catch on fire. I just want to make music. I don't want to perform it. Not for people. Richard sighs and puts his head in his hands. Not all music is about performance. There's movie soundtracks, commercials. I know, most electronica stuff is played at clubs, not really performed, but I don't know, it feels wrong? Like it's cheating or something. That sounds like you're letting what you think making music should be get in the way. Yeah, maybe. Richard sighs, and he doesn't say anything else. Still, it's clear he's glad you're there. You know, you've been such a good friend for me while you what? I'm a bit annoying, aren't I? Yes. Are you kidding me? You're the most chill person I know. Richard laughs at that. You're being too hard on yourself. We all have stuff to deal with. Yours is just more pronounced, I guess. Yeah. There's a moment of silence as you both ponder what the future has in store for you. I never properly thanked you. For what? For pushing me to take part in that musical? I mean, it sucked. It really did, and I don't want to ever do it again, but I'm really glad I did. That's what friends are for. Richard smiles at that. So, high school, huh? I hope we'll go to the same one. I'm sure we will. You and Richard smile at each other. You're not worried about graduation, which is just around the corner. You'll both be just fine. Alright, we can learn poetry, probability, programming, and great discoveries. You see the middle-aged computer science teacher at the arcade cabinet again. Hey there. Thanks again for the other day. I never introduced myself, did I? Neil Schneider. You ever have any questions about computer science, programming, anything like that? I owe you. Well, I was reading a bit about code and stuff, but, sometimes the term null pops up. What does that even mean? Well, it can mean a few things. Mostly it tends to mean that whatever you're talking about isn't in the current set. So if something can be off or on, if it's null, it isn't off or on. It can't be either. However, defaulting that to off will keep the program from freaking out or not understanding what's going on. Get it? Sort of. Don't worry, this stuff isn't that hard. You'll get it eventually. You're young. It's us old fogies that are afraid of you young'uns. You'll be better at all this than me in a few years. His smile turns kind of sad, but with that, he leaves you to your own devices. Okay, brain map. Tap the shockwave neuron to instantly collect rewards from a random amount of nearby neurons. Yeah, okay. Now we can learn the periodic table. I know probably 3 of them. We have $2, so it's time to do work. Let's go home. I keep wanting to go home, and it's like it's just throwing life at me.